Welcome in, everybody. Episode 25 of the Playbook Podcast. We're very excited for today. There's a lot on the plate today. Surprisingly, a lot of basketball talk. So Trey's putting some goofy stuff on there. For today, there's a lot on the plate today. Surprisingly, we have a lot of basketball to talk. So Trey's putting some goofy stuff on there right now. I'm gonna take that off in the middle of this. So we have a lot of basketball to talk. We have, each time we get on here, I feel like there's always some ridiculous thing someone said about LeBron James that I have to get really angry at. That is again the case today. So we have a full docket. We're really excited. We're just gonna jump right into it. We're gonna start with some basketball because that's it's basketball. We're gonna talk some basketball. So I believe this game was. I actually forgot when this game was. I've lost track of time. 2 days ago. So 2 days ago, the Lakers played the Nuggets. They beat them 123-100, snapping that 9-game winning streak Denver had against a bunch of horrible teams. So it wasn't really that great of a streak in general. But I mean, even Jokic said that. Jokic literally said that. I'm not like bashing the Nuggets. Their best player said that. Yeah, it was a fantastic game. If you guys watched it, Luka kind of had his coming out party as a Laker. 32 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 steals, and a block. He doesn't play defense, though. That's what I was told. He played fantastic. He was the main – he was the guy in this game offensively. He controlled the flow of the game, and their whole game plan offensively was around Luka. He looked comfortable. He had a couple tough deep threes that were step backs, and he was yelling, and he looked like Luka again, right? And then LeBron goes for 25, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, and 3 blocks at the ripe age of 40. He looked great. Then Austin Reeves tacked on another 23.7 rebounds. And then Rui Hachimura, continuing his hot streak from the three-point line, scored 21, gave 4 assists. So there's a lot to talk about this game. The Nuggets in the last couple years have been, they've been known as the Lakers stoppers. I kind of tried to tell everybody that terrorist that used to be the head coach of the Lakers was at fault. I'm not going to say his name. I don't like to talk about him. But this game kind of proved to me that. I know that the Nuggets beat them earlier in the year. And, it was, I think it was like 16 games in the season they beat them. They beat the Lakers. So this, it's a different team now, obviously. And JJ Redick's had some time to really figure out a game plan. And I'm going to kind of go out of order in the questions here. But so JJ Redick said he was up till 5 a.m. preparing for this game. He couldn't sleep. He said he was, and I believe it. So if you guys watch Think Basketball on YouTube, I highly recommend go. He has a video called "How a Podcaster Stopped Nikola Jokic," and it's kind of funny to play back on when JJ Redick had a podcast with LeBron James. But basically, what the Lakers did was every time Jokic was underneath the free throw line, so 15 feet and in, Jokic is 71% from the field on shots, 15 feet and in. That's ridiculous. He's also one of the best passers in the league, so he operates extremely well from the free throw line and in. And what the Lakers did was they would swarm this man. They would deny him to get there. And if you watched, Rui Hachimura played fantastic defense on Jokic. He was the primary defender for most of this game on Jokic. He would be in front of him. He'd be mean. He'd be aggressive. Vando would also go in there with that, and LeBron took some turns on him as well. It was extremely impressive. I was extremely impressed. JJ Redick kind of proved to me that he actually studies the game of basketball, and somebody I know who used to be the head coach for this team. But do you guys think that JJ Redick has saved the Lakers this year, and do you think he should be a coach of the year candidate?
So yes, for both of them, I think that he kind of reminded me a little bit of Pat Riley, a little bit, and Phil Jackson. I'm not trying to compare him to Phil Jackson, but and Pat Riley, but his first year, Pat Riley's first year as the NBA coach for the Lakers, he was an analyst too with Chick Hearn, the Laker Chick Hearn, rest in peace. Um, he was on a headset with them, and he studied the game too. And look what happened now. He has a brilliant basketball mind, even when he's on
Mhm.
ESPN, even his own podcast, Old Man in the Three, and which of also with LeBron. And that guy studies basketball a lot, man. He saved the Lakers big time. And yes, he's coach of the year. I will admit, I know Nick. I don't know about Nick and Jaden, but when I first saw this hire back in the summer, I was concerned a little bit because he had Dan Hurley from the UConn basketball team being potential candidate too. But as time went on, I was scared, a little nervous. But then the first game happened of the season. That's when I had hope. This guy's to me the best coach. He should win coach of the year, regardless of what happens this year. Whether he loses in the playoffs or win a chip, he deserves coach of the year. He deserves it. This guy coach. The only coaching thing he had was with his kid in New York City slash Philadelphia, that area over there in Jersey. That's about it. Other than that, he was just an analyst on TV. But you know what? Props to JJ. And I never forget too. Richard Jefferson said that every time JJ Redick studies basketball, even when he was an analyst, he studies hard. He prepares hard. On a debate table with First Take, or even on Get Up sometimes, or even NBA Today or his podcast, he wants to cook you in the debate. He wanted to cook you. He didn't care if you were the best analyst of all time on ESPN or even on Get Up with Greeny, but he wanted to cook you in the debate. And he's doing that same energy to basketball. He wants to be the best coach in the NBA. He wants to be like, you know what? I'm gonna prove you all wrong. So look at me. And he's doing that. He's doing that. You know, in my opinion, he's scared the Lakers compared to that bum in Milwaukee. And even with Frank Vogel, even with I don't know the other guy's name. I forgot his name. The one at Mike D'Antoni and Byron Scott. Since Phil Jackson, I never would have thought there'll be another Lakers coach that can be like Phil Jackson in my lifetime. So, props to JJ, Coach of the Year candidate, and yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I agree. I think that, same thing as Trey. I was a little skeptical when I heard that JJ Redick was going to be the coach for the Lakers. I knew the Lakers needed obviously somebody new
yeah,
this season. I just wasn't picturing someone like JJ Redick to, take that mantle and start coaching the Lakers. But he has turned this team around. This is not the same Lakers that we've seen. I mean, he's a coach who's not afraid to, do what it takes to win. I mean, he traded AD so that way he can get Luka. You know, um, just things like that. He's just not afraid to do what it takes to win. He will. He studies film all the time. Uh, he's not afraid to get onto his team when they need to get onto them. So I mean, he definitely isn't very high in the contentions for Coach of the Year, and I mean, he's definitely turned them around for sure.
Yeah, I've been incredibly impressed. I actually, so for some reason I forgot what I actually said about JJ when he got hired. If I remember correctly, I wasn't like I thought he'd be good. Um, because I watched, Mind the Game, and he's just way too smart and way too charismatic to not be a good coach. But I
Yeah,
just want to say a huge shout out and thank you to Dan Hurley. Thank you so much for denying the Lakers because you wanted to go for a three-peat and you're not even going to make the tournament now at UConn. Thank you so
yeah,
much because you let JJ Redick, who's just been fantastic, fall into the Lakers' hands. And by the way, that all I remember hearing was, Oh, he only got hired because he was on the pod with LeBron. It's a LeBron hire. It's a LeBron hire. Okay, keep that same energy now that he's a coach of the year candidate. So
Yep.
we give LeBron all the credit, right? Because you guys were
Mhm.
ready to bring it down on him if JJ wasn't good. I remember. I have a good memory on those things. I remember that. So yeah, I've been very, very impressed. I mean, do you guys think that the Lakers have been playing extremely well? They're the 4th seed in the West right now. They're actually only 2.5 games out of the 2nd seed. Do you guys think that the Lakers are a legitimate title contender right now?
Yes, I do. But here's why, though. I'm gonna give you a little pivot there because Luka needs to have the ball more often than LeBron. Luka can. I'm not trying to diminish that. I know it's weird to think. I know it's a weird thing to say. That I'm saying that. I know it's weird, but here's why. Because Luka cannot run like LeBron can. He can't.
No.
And so LeBron's doing good at pick and rolls,
Yeah.
cuts.
Hey, Trey, remember they said LeBron can't play off ball. They told
Yeah,
us
so you
LeBron
can say
can't play
that.
off ball.
Hey, it goes out there, give us energy though. He saw what happened Saturday night, right? What happened Saturday night? JJ Redick playing that up for Luka to have the ball, and he still got it done. But you know what? That's number one. So yes, they can win it all. That team looks scary. I tell you what though, Stephen A, Bob Myers, Malika, and Perk look stupid on Saturday night.
Yeah, they did. They
They
all
look
picked the
stupid.
Nuggets. Yep.
And then on First Take today, and also on Colin Cowher's show. By the way, shout out to him. New studio looks great. But anyways, they said like, you know what, this team is scary. They can win it all. They can beat it. They can beat the Thunder. The Thunder are a young team. I don't think the experience can. I think the IQ of the Lakers can really outrun them for the money, and even the Nuggets too. I knew something. JJ Redick said on the podcast on the Mind and Game podcast with LeBron. He said how to beat the Nuggets. He literally said how to beat the Nuggets in that podcast. Even on the original one, he has the old man in the 3, which is now called young man in the 3. But still, he said this is how you beat the Nuggets. It's what you got to do. And I'm not gonna forth the details here because I'm not know word from word what he said. I don't remember, but he put LeBron in pick and roll and cuts and run off the ball, and Luka ball dominant, cooking. Nobody can guard Luka. He's probably the best one-on-one player right now in the NBA. So and Luka in the playoffs too. We've seen that movie before.
We've seen that. Yeah.
We've seen that movie before. Look at last year. He cooked the defensive player of the year. Cooked them.
Yep.
He cooked Ant-Man. He cooked. Yep. I mean,
SGA.
He cooked SGA.
Yeah.
That's the one guy I didn't want to see in the playoffs too. Behind Michael Jordan, he has the second most average points in the playoffs, 28.1 at 25 years old. So yes, they can win it all. They can beat Grizzlies. They can beat the Rockets. I'd say Lakers in 7, Lakers in 5, Lakers in 6. So they're winning it all.
Yeah. I mean, the amount of people, talking about Saturday, the amount of people who were just going against the Lakers, saying that they were not going to be able to beat the Nuggets.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just crazy because, all those people just think that this new Lakers team is washed and that it was just, they made wrong decisions and their trades and stuff like that. But then the Lakers just went and, they saw that and they went and proved everybody wrong.
Yeah.
This new Lakers team is scary.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
I mean, you got 2 of the best players in the league right now on the same team. Just it's insane. So I think the Lakers have a great chance at, making it and, hopefully winning another ring.
Yeah. And Jackson Hayes too.
Dude, I apologize. Sorry, Jackson.
He shut down Jokic. He held him to 17 points.
You didn't get traded. Jokic had 12 points. He didn't get traded, and then he's been playing his role extremely well. Jokic was 2-7 from the field. He had 8 of his 12 points were off free throws.
Yep.
Also, another interesting thing I saw. So the Nuggets had 20 turnovers. 6 of them were by Jokic, and then another 5 were from trying to get the ball to Jokic. Over half of their turnovers were all like either from Jokic or passes to Jokic. JJ Redick, you can like you saved my life, bro. You legitimately like watching a team, because the issue is that LeBron was having to be player coach with you know who, Voldemort level. His name shall not be spoken. The thing is, LeBron had to be a player coach because he was just had his hands in his pocket saying salute, like just a bunch of nonsense. And this is JJ Redick's staff is incredible. How many times have you seen LeBron have a clipboard in his hand this year? The number is 0. How many times did you see it last year? A lot, because you know who wrote on a clipboard, contests without fouling, on the clipboard, on like the thing that he's supposed to write a play on, contests without fouling, underlined 3 times. I will never stop talking about that. But the Lakers look great. Luka looked fantastic. We're gonna move to him. He looked back to normal. Trey mentioned all these things. You know, we've seen him in the playoffs. He looks right now. I think he was legitimately in shock when he got traded, and I think he wasn't enjoying the game there for a little bit. I think the All-Star break was perfect for him. He was in Mexico. He was training, preparing, and getting ready. He looks good. I think it was a great mental time for him to get away. He wasn't an all-star because he's injured, so he didn't have to do anything. He went down there, he refocused. He probably had a lot of thoughts down there, but he looked great. He comes back, he dominates. That's the thing. At the start of the third quarter, I believe it was the third quarter, the Nuggets go on an 8-0 run to cut the lead to 1, and the Lakers go on a 10-0 run like that. You never saw that last year. You never saw that the year before.
Yeah.
Every time they played the Nuggets. When the Nuggets got a run going, it was over. They could never turn it around. The Lakers could never turn it around. So having Luka, and everyone told me LeBron can't play off ball, and I told you guys that he could, and LeBron just proves me right. You know what? That's my guy, LeBron James. He doesn't know me, but we're tight. We're tight because he always proves me right. He was running. He was playing fantastic defense, which I was also told he can't do anymore. Guys, he's the fastest player on the Lakers at age 40.
That's wild, man.
He 3 of Luka's assists were full court lobs to a streaking LeBron. Like, it's just showtime, man. And it's so you have to deal with Luka, who's unstoppable, and then you have a cutting 6'9", 270-pound man. He's probably not 270 anymore, 250 probably now. Cutting, who's also can dunk and is also the strongest player in the league. And then you have Austin Reeves chilling there, who can literally do anything he wants to at any moment. Rui Hachimura is 50% on wide open threes right now. Then you have to be guarded by Dorian Finney-Smith, Jared Vanderbilt, and Gabe Vincent, who are all demons on defense. This is a scary team, bro. Yeah. This is a scary team, man. I know they didn't get their big, but I really, when that trade fell through, I wasn't really concerned. I was like, I think they're still going to be fine. And they have a good defensive scheme. JJ Redick's defensive scheme is fantastic. LeBron doesn't have to hold the ball as much anymore because Luka's the primary ball handler now. So he can expend more energy on defense. Jackson Hayes, I'm sorry, bro. I said you couldn't hoop. My bad. You figured out how to hoop in the last couple of weeks. You've been playing great. He's been playing fantastic. Great win from them. So we're going to move on to a different team here. So Trey proposed the question. The Sixers, we've heard that Joel Embiid is, I don't even know what's going on with this guy anymore. He's constantly has something else happening to him. But Trey proposed the question, should the Sixers tank for Cooper Flag? So let me give you some context. Right now, they've lost 8 in a row. They're 6th. If the lottery falls the way it should, quote unquote, they would have the 6th pick. They have a 9% chance for the first overall pick. So do you guys think that they should just sell out, tank as much as they can, try to get Cooper Flag?
Yes, I think so. Joel Embiid might have to contemplate retirement because he limped into the league. He's limp out probably. So yes, if I'm Cooper Flag, if I'm the Sixers actually, I'm taking for Cooper Flag. I am. Tyrese Maxey is a great baller. I feel bad for the guy. Right now he's averaging 28 points per game. A baller, great guy. Gives his heart out to the game. Loves basketball. I think he needs someone, an actual superstar. Paul George is old, and the same guy like he was back in or even in Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
First season as a Clipper. He's the same guy from OKC. He's old too. I think he needs to retire too at one point. They should bench him. So yes, if I'm the Sixers, I'm taking for Cooper Flag. If you don't do that, then I think Daryl Morey needs to be fired. So yes, taking for Cooper Flag, please.
Yeah, I mean, they really don't have much going for them right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they have just been on just the down on a downhill slope, just continually going down throughout this season. I mean, Joel Embiid either needs to figure it out or get out.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with retiring. I mean, I talked about it last week. People get old, and sometimes it's just time to retire. And so, I think tanking for Cooper Flag would definitely be a huge move for them, just because they don't really have anybody right now that is going to go out there and help them win games.
Except for Tyrese Maxey, that's it.
Yeah, he's really the only one, but he can't do it by himself. Not with that Sixers team. So I think that get through the season and get Cooper Flag next season.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they stink. They suck. They have no future other than Tyrese Maxey. Might as well tank as much as you can and try to get lucky in the lottery. That's kind of what the lottery's for, is getting lucky. So, yeah, I don't see why they shouldn't do that. I definitely don't see why they shouldn't do that. So the Celtics, they played this was yesterday. They played the Knicks yesterday. They beat the Knicks 118-105. They are 9-1 in their last 10. I know they had kind of a rough start, but are the Celtics finally getting hot and getting prepared for the playoffs?
About time, yeah. I think that team's the best team in the East. I know Cleveland. I don't think Cleveland's ready yet. So I think they're about time getting hot, and I think they stay hot. Tell you what, though, I think that Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum need to quit handling the ball like crazy, because for some reason they think they're Kobe Bryant. Like actually, because they keep even Jaylen Brown, this is Kyrie dribbling the ball forever and shooting the ball or pull for a mid-range pull-up. It's annoying to see that. I think Joe Mazzulla needs to cut down the threes a little bit, because they lead the league in threes, by the way. I mean, I blame the Warriors for that. Jaden, you weren't here for that podcast episode, but I blame the Warriors for the 3-point shooting in the NBA right now. I blame them for that with KD and Curry and Clay. That's just their fault. This is why people are not watching the NBA, because of that team. I quit watching that team, by the way. It's annoying to watch because they shoot so many threes. So, but you know what? Their defense is amazing, though. They have good wing players on the defense of the ball. So, as far as getting hot, yes, they are. Hopefully, stay consistent and quit shooting too much threes and ball handling so much.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they had a little bit of a rough start, but I mean, they're kind of, they pushed through it, and now they're playing just as good, if not maybe better, as they were last season.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the team that went and won it all last season. So I don't know. I mean, they're obviously, playing a lot better. I think that if they can keep playing like this, that they may have another chance to go for another ring championship. I don't know. We'll just have to see how they keep playing. They need to just stay focused and not do anything crazy or stupid, and not get injured. If someone gets injured, it might be rough for them.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, staying healthy is key. Yeah, they are ramping it up. I think that they're the best team in the East. Like Trey said, I don't think Cleveland can beat them. The only team that I think could legitimately beat the Celtics in a 7-game series, I only give it to the Bucks just because they have Giannis. That's literally it.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I just don't see how anyone in the East is competing with the Celtics. So I do expect them to, kind of coast through the playoffs to the championship. We'll see. They're definitely playing extremely well right now. So very impressive, very impressive. Moving to another hot team, the Golden State Warriors beat a Dallas Mavericks team without. Get ready for this: Anthony Davis, Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford, and their newly acquired Caleb Martin. All I've seen on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, everything is, oh my goodness, Steph's getting his 5th ring. Guys, this was the hospital Mavs that they beat. I'm just blown away by the things I've seen online today because they beat PJ Washington. Guys, they like. Are we for real right now? Their best player was out. Anthony Davis, I think we all agree, is the Mavs' best player.
Mhm.
And their 2 centers were out. That's three people in the starting lineup, literally, that were gone, or at least 2 of them. The Warriors have been playing great, and they look good, and the Jimmy Butler thing looks good. I was harsh on the Jimmy Butler trade because this is kind of a sellout. Like, if we don't win this year, it's over. It's cooked because they gave him so much money and they traded away kind of, young players. But guys, I'm not moved by them beating the hospital Mavs. I'm not moved. I'm sorry. I will admit they've been playing good. They beat the Kings. They beat the Rockets. They beat a Giannis-less Bucks.
Yeah.
Like, I think they're doing what they should. Should they beat the Mavs that are, in half of them are in surgery? Yeah. Should they beat the Kings without De'Aaron Fox? Yeah. Should they be beating a young Rockets team who has been playing well, but I mean, no one thinks that they're going to go far? Yeah, I think they should do that. They lost to the Mavericks a couple games ago with Jimmy Butler, and guess what? It was still the hospital Mavs. Like, I'm so shocked by what I've seen. I don't know if you guys have seen anything like this.
Yeah.
I've been seeing Steph's getting his 5th. This team is so good. Why did the league let Steph get Jimmy Butler? Guys, it's the hospital Mavs. They didn't blow out the Nuggets or the Celtics or insert fantastic team here. I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? Are the Warriors contenders, or is everyone losing their minds? I don't know what's happening.
Okay, so I think they're pretenders instead of contenders. And here's the deal: they beat a hospital Mavs team, and the only person I've seen so far I say that there's a good team. It's Stephen A. Smith. Yeah, him and Archo, that guy on Facility, that dumb show. But anyways, they're pretenders until I see them beat an actual good team like the Celtics. By the way, last year they swept them in the regular season, except for in the regular season overall. They did. They really did. The best team clearly cooked Clay, Draymond, and Curry. And Jimmy Butler, yeah, he's hot right now, but here's the deal. He's gonna do what he did with the Heat. He's going to be like, oh, I'm going to go in whenever I want to go in, play whatever I want to go play. And so, in my opinion, they're pretenders. Draymond Green needs to chill out on his podcast too about him winning it all.
No.
Because oh my God, dude. But you know what, though? They don't give credit to LeBron and Luka. They're giving credit to Jimmy with Golden State with Curry and Jimmy Butler, which is insane to me. Because Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green ain't gonna work good in the playoffs. I'll tell you that much. Steph Curry can't carry a team past the first round without an actual good Kevin Durant. So how about you keep some energy for Luka and LeBron out there? How about you do that? I've only seen 2 people so far. 3 people. Stephen A., Colin, and Shannon, and Nick Wright. That's about it. So keep that same energy, those people out there in media or even local. Here's the deal: give the same energy to LeBron and Luka, please.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. The Warriors have not been playing good all season.
No.
And then they go and they play, like Nick said, a hospital Mavs team. And they win a game. And everybody's like, okay, now they're going to win. Here it is. This is their turnaround point. No, they just played a bad team. And obviously they're going to win against a bad team. The thing is, if LeBron were to do this, I mean, they did this, and they're still getting hate for it.
Yeah,
They did this.
exactly.
They did this against the Nuggets, and they're still getting hate for blowing the team out. Same score differential, basically. And they're hating on them for what? Same thing we've been talking about because it's LeBron. But anyways, staying on this topic, if they keep playing like this, yeah, maybe. But I don't think that's going to happen. Play a good team and win a game. By this much, play like this, and then we can have a different conversation about it. But I think as of right now, I feel no different about the Warriors.
Yeah.
Nobody fears that team no more. Nobody does.
Since Jimmy's been there, the best team they've beaten is the Rockets, for sure.
Yep.
Because they beat the Bulls. Okay, great. My niece can beat the Bulls. They beat the Bucks without Giannis. They lost to the Mavs without AD, Lively, or Gafford. They beat a really solid Rockets team that nobody has going past the second round, by the way. They beat a goofy Kings team that's just the Bulls now. They're just pretty much the Bulls. Like, no one thinks the Kings are doing anything. Then they beat the hospital Mavs. And my timeline's full of Steph's getting his 5th ring. Guys, if they go out and beat a good team, like Trey said, Celtics, Nuggets, they beat the Celtics really early in the season, and then they lost to them big last time they played. But they also, their best win as of late was the Thunder. Andrew Wiggins was there. I'm doing this is post Jimmy Butler trade. They have a pretty easy schedule for a while, so they should definitely take advantage of that, try to secure that play-in spot. They get Charlotte, Orlando, Philly, Charlotte. Okay, that's 4 wins. They should win all 4 of those. Then they play New York. That's the first tougher team. Brooklyn, Detroit, who's all of a sudden a good team now. Detroit's not a pushover anymore. Portland, who's been playing well. The Goofy Kings. The Knicks again. Then they play the Nuggets. Then they play Milwaukee. This is late March, so maybe Giannis will be back. We'll see. But they have a tougher stretch towards the end of the season. But they should just continue beating teams that they're better than, that we all think they should beat. And then we'll see what happens when they play against a tough team. And I kept the same exact energy with the Lakers. I wanted to see, with Luka, they hadn't really beaten anybody yet, right? And then they go out and whoop up on the Nuggets. That's why we're talking so much about it. Warriors, go do that, and I'll have lots of good stuff to say about you. It just blows my mind. I didn't expect to see that after beating a Mickey Mouse Mavs team without AD, Lively, or Gafford. I don't know, man. I don't know. We're going to move to some college ball. By the way, my Red Raiders are top 10 in the nation. Actually, hold on. I think the AP released today. Let me see where they're at right now.
I know Auburn's won.
So Auburn's won. Okay, we're still top 10. We're 10. So Auburn, Duke, Florida, Houston, Tennessee, Alabama, St. John's, Michigan State, Iowa State, Texas Tech. My Red Raiders are top 10 still. So huge shout out to them. They've been playing great. They're playing Houston right now at home without two of our best players. So we'll see what happens. But the question is, Cooper Flagg and Johnny Broome, and I believe there's another player, but those two are kind of neck and neck right now for player of the year. Who's y'all's pick right now for player of the year?
So I've been watching both teams, especially through Cooper Flagg and Duke. I'm a UNC fan, so it's kind of embarrassing for me to watch someone that's Duke. But you know what? I will admit, Broome's pretty nice too, but here's the deal. I think Cooper Flagg wins National Player of the Year. If he doesn't win it, it's rigged. Because there's no way this guy is a senior right now. This guy's a senior from Auburn. He's putting his butt off, but here's the deal. Cooper Flagg's 18 years old, cooking grown men, basically. Like people that are older than him, out of high school, cooking everybody. And people say that's probably the best prospect since LeBron James in the draft. And I agree with that. I think Wembanyama career might be in jeopardy after the blood clots. But I think with Cooper Flagg, you should win National Player of the Year. He's a baller. That guy is he's like a 6'10", stronger version of Kevin Durant. Actually doesn't get injured like Kevin Durant does. So Cooper Flagg, if the NCAA and AP doesn't give him National Player of the Year, it's rigged. It'll be bogus, and I'll be upset because it'll be straight up insulting to Cooper Flagg. So yeah, Cooper Flagg is winning your National Player of the Year, to otherwise notice.
Yeah. I think I'm in the same boat. I mean, 18 years old and playing, against this level of people and, running through anybody he comes against.
Yeah.
I mean, in my opinion, I think he has to win unless something crazy happens and he starts playing bad. But I don't think that'll happen, but who knows? But I think as of right now, I have him as my National Player of the Year.
Yeah. It's close. So the average is Johnny Broome. I think that's how you say his name. I think it's Johnny Broome. He's averaging 18.6 points per game, 11 rebounds, and 3.4 assists on 50% shooting. Cooper Flagg is averaging 19.5 points per game, 7.7 rebounds, and 4 assists per game on 48% shooting. It's very close. It's obviously more than just stats. Cooper Flagg's a defensive monster as well.
Yeah.
Auburn's 1, 25-2. Duke is 2, 24-3. You know what? I'm going to say this. I'll say this. Maybe Cooper Flagg deserves it, but Cooper Flagg is going to be the first overall pick. He's going to do a lot of great things in his career. Johnny Broome's a senior. Let's just give it to him. It'll be maybe the crowning achievement of his career. I don't know. Maybe he's good in the NBA. Maybe he's not. I'm not sure. But let's just let him have it. His team's number one. He's playing really extremely well. And Cooper Flagg's going to do – he might win a couple MVPs in the NBA. I don't know. So
Cooper Flagg did, though. I will admit, in the Olympics during the trials, he almost beat the crap out of that starting five with LeBron and Kevin.
He was being guarded by AD and Cook, and the kid's crazy. He's crazy. I don't know. If either of them win it, I think they're both deserved. So
yeah,
I'm fine with whoever wins it. So we're gonna move back over to some NBA talk, a little bit more All-Star talk. We're gonna quit. We're gonna quit after this. We're done after this. But so as we know, there was a big hockey. I think it's Four Nations hockey. it was basically kind of like an Olympic Games for hockey, kind of.
Yeah.
But it did extremely well in ratings. I was Canada USA in the finals. But the question brought up was, does the NBA, because of the success of that, and even though hockey's not a huge sport, it was still successful. Would the NBA switching to a USA versus the world teams for the All-Star instead of goofy goober Shaq, Kinney, and Chuck drafting people? Do we think that would be better and cause more competitive drive than, although the All-Star game they tried, but
Right.
like this would be, do you guys think this would be like the next level for that?
Yeah, I think so. I think I have a plan for this. I thought about this a lot. So that week was of Four Nations of was actually supposed to be the All Star weekend of hockey, but it turns out it wasn't working. The commissioner, forgot his name. I don't know the guy's commissioner's name, but anyways, he took that out. And wanted like, you know what? Let's make it a little bit more competitive for people. So I think the NBA needs to do that. Get rid of All Star weekend completely. Have kind of like the Olympics. Have USA versus the world versus Canada if they want to beat Canada, Germany. Um, I think they'll actually make it more competitive because people want to see. I mean, we kind of saw in the Olympics a little bit how LeBron and Curry and Ant Man and Kevin Durant cooked the world. I think that would actually be entertaining to watch. So they could set up slam dunk contest, 3-point contest, skills challenge, the All Star game overall. Take that out, have the NBA do something like that. It'll be successful. David Stern, I heard that David Stern was about to do that, but he retired a year earlier due to health problems. So, Adam Silver, you watch this. Maybe this can save your career as commissioner of the NBA because people are already a little bit criticizing of you, a little bit of criticism. So, I think this will help you. This will help you a lot if a lot of views too watching the game. Because hockey, I don't know crap about hockey. I don't know. All the only person I know about is Wayne Gretzky. That's about it. Other than that, I don't know anything about hockey. I actually did watch this Four Nations match between the USA and all that stuff. Even the fights were crazy too, and they were booing the heck out of each other in the crowds in the stands. They need to do something like this in the NBA. And it's a shame that hockey kind of beat y'all in ratings so far. So I think this should be US get rid of All Star Weekend overall. Do US do kind of like an Olympic format instead of All Star Weekend.
Yeah. I think it would be cool. I think though that you would have to have, you can't have people that play in the NBA, like in the Olympics, I think you need to have, any like, and the US team has to be obviously from, I think that people that play in the NBA right now can't go represent another country like they do in the Olympics. I think, and this is just my opinion, I think that, you need to get people from overseas that, live overseas and, because the thing is if you do it that way, like where people in the NBA go represent their country, then it's just going to be the NBA. It's going to be a bunch of people in the NBA. I think it'd be cool to see. I really do. Either that, I don't know. They need to do something because for the NBA to get blown out by hockey in views is crazy.
It's kind of embarrassing in my opinion. It's really embarrassing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care what the NBA does. They could like never do another All-Star weekend again. I wouldn't care. I literally wouldn't care. I mean, and real quickly, man, I'm already doing the thing. We're going to talk about LeBron. Yay. Tune out if you don't want to. Because I just remembered this. I saw so many people saying how LeBron ruined the dunk contest. you guys don't even watch basketball because in 1998 and 1999, they literally canceled the dunk contest because nobody cared about it. The dunk contest is
right. The lockout season.
It's always had a problem. There's no, just straight up because they canceled it. It's always been a problem. It's always, there's just lots wrong with that. And change it. I like the idea of USA versus World. I think that'd be cool. Do whatever you want. Figure something out. I don't know. Ask ChatGPT at this point. I really don't know. But
That'd be the solution.
yeah. Anyways, we're gonna move over to some other sports real quickly before we have a nice long discussion about LeBron James. LeBron again. Yeah, I know. So the MLB is coming up, and do we think that the Dodgers will go back to back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we are.
Here's the deal. My friend, I was at the gym earlier. Shout out to Dominic. He's a subscriber to our podcast. He likes what we do and loves the support. He says that he agrees with you about LeBron and Lakers. He thinks he's not one of those old heads. Jane has been before at True Fit. Cool guy. He said the Padres would win it all. The Padres can beat them. I know, right? The Padres.
Did the Padres get Barry Bonds?
I guess so, man. But I don't know. But here's the deal. MLB, I think disappointing the Yankees for letting go Juan Soto go. I'll never forget that. It's kind of embarrassing to see a press conference of them of their facial hair and all that stuff. That was stupid. That was really stupid. That was really stupid. But disappointing the Yankees letting go Juan Soto, but it's okay. Not gonna go in there yet, but yes, the Dodgers are winning it all back to back. This may be a dynasty in baseball since the 2000s with the Jeter and the Yankees. So, yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we all know the Dodgers. Yeah. The MLB has some major problems. The Dodgers are literally buying a dynasty. I mean, yeah, it's ridiculous. So, but
the fact they wanted a freaking contract for $250 million from ESPN, it's absurd.
Yeah. Dodgers are winning it all. You can go ahead and skip this season. The Dodgers are winning it all. So the golf is kind of ramping up, and majors are about to start happening. The Masters is closely approaching, as is the Players Championship. So because of that, who do you guys think is under the most pressure to secure a major win this year? Not including Rory McIlroy, because that's literally the answer. So, in not including him, who's the most under pressure to win a major this year?
So I'm gonna say Justin Thomas, JT.
Okay. JT.
Here's why. I think JT is a great golfer, one of my favorite golfers to watch. I mean, he's a baller. He's competitive, especially in the Ryder Cup and also the President's Cup. He loves this country. He wants to represent. But here's why. JT in his career has had 15 wins, 3 top 10 in his overall career. He's been right now. He's not the overall in the World Golf rankings, 8th in FedEx Cup rankings as well. He's played. He's made 200 cuts in his career. 8 runner-ups, 13 finishes, 55 top 5 finishes, 84 top 10 finishes, and FedEx Cup champion 26. And then he's made $61 million in his career. Plus, he has 2 majors too with the PGA Championship. But here's the deal: JT wins every 4 years. Okay, and he's brought up how Tiger Woods has mentored him and his dad. Maybe here's the deal: if Tiger Woods is mentoring you, and you still haven't done anything right in your career, we're going to fix that. And the Masters, he did terrible in the Masters for some reason. He did terrible last year in the Masters. He didn't make the cut. Same with US Open too. Same with the Open overall. JT, win one for once, bro. Win one. He needs to win one. I'm tired of seeing this guy pulling a Greg Norman and just not winning a big one, dude. Like, he can't win it. He's like Greg Norman. If you want to be a Greg Norman 2.0, you're going to be considered a bust. On full swing, maybe it's your dad. Maybe you need to get another swing coach. Do something with it. Do something, bro. Because you know what? I think you have potential being one of the all-time great golfers of all time, but you need to get it done. You have potential, and you need to get it done in the majors, bro. Quit winning the PGA only. Win the Masters, win the British Open, win the US Open. Do something, man. Do something. You're like great. You're like an only tournament PGA Tour guy. Win an actual major instead of PGA Championship. So yeah, it's JT for me.
Okay. That's a good one.
So, I think for me, and this could be a crazy take, but I really don't care. I think that we haven't seen much from this man since he won the Masters in 2022.
Oh, you stole mine! Dang it!
I think that Scotty Scheffler is under a lot of pressure to win a major.
I was gonna say him. I thought about saying him.
You know, the last major he won.
No, that wasn't mine. No, we're good. I had the wrong Masters. Sorry.
The last major tournament he won was the Masters in 22, and we really haven't seen or heard much from him, you know, since then. So I think for me that
Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah, that's my man.
I was gonna say him, as he's right there with me with JT because I'm tired of hearing the whole Tiger Woods talk.
Yeah,
I think he just needs to win something that's not a Masters because he's won 2. So like, go win the U.S. Open or something.
Yeah,
I don't know. So that wasn't mine actually. I had the wrong year. So mine. Trey's gonna like this one. John Rahm, bro.
Oh yeah,
that's a good one.
John, since you've gone to live, bro, you've done nothing. So he won the Masters in 2023, and he won the U.S. Open in 2021. He was considered the best golfer in the world for a while, and then he went to live, and he sucked since then in every major. John, man, I know it's not live because your buddy Bryson is winning tournaments and he's winning majors. And I was going to say Brooks Koepka, but I think Brooks has enough major wins that at this point, he can kind of do whatever he wants. But John Rahm, you got to step it up, bro. You have to win. You have to show us that you didn't just go for the money. Prove to us that you obviously went for just the money, but prove to us that regardless of the money, you're still a competitor and you're still going to win. Win the Masters again, or go win the PGA Championship or whatever. I mean, whatever you need to do, make it happen. Make it happen. I think he's under the most. I mean, I think we all would agree Rory is the most under pressure, but these are not including Rory. So Rory, let's see it, man. Rory, John Rahm, JT, Scotty, whoever else you want to throw in there.
I thank you. He hasn't done anything since the 2021 Masters, man.
I mean, I don't think any of us really consider him like one of the top 10 golfers. So I feel like anything he does is a huge bonus. I mean, he just won the what did he just win? He just won something like a couple weeks ago. The Century. He won the Century.
I was won the
Century. He broke the PGA record, the scoring record for most under par for a win. 35 under, ridiculous. So yeah, we'll see what happens. John Rahm. Oh, I just saw him one. Cameron Smith too, buddy. You've done nothing since you've gone to live. Wake up, pal.
Wake up.
He's had a lot of injuries, so I kind of understand that. But since 2022, Cameron Smith, you've been some trash. So let's see. Are you better than me? Yeah, but I'm horrible, so it's fine. Alrighty, we're to my favorite part. Oh, I'm so excited for this. I've been waiting patiently. I've been chomping at the bit for the last 54 minutes ready for this. You guys might be saying, Nick, another LeBron topic? Yeah, because every other podcast can talk crap about him. I can defend him. Okay? If you want to talk crap about him, go make your own podcast. I don't care. So, I have the wonderful privilege of being able to open the Twitter app, X app, social media, and I get to see a bunch of people talk crap about LeBron James. This specifically came from Tim Hardaway Sr. So Tim Hardaway Sr., who we all agree is a top 20 player of all time. Yeah, said nobody ever has the audacity to go on there and talk trash on LeBron James. Here's what he said. This is just absurd to me. So he said, and I'm quoting, if you have a team that can stop you from making shots and you go on the other end and you have that one guy who can make shots like Luka, like Kobe, like Michael Jordan, you see how I didn't name LeBron because he can't do it. He couldn't go to himself. He had to go to Kyrie Irving. Okay, so what he was saying was LeBron can't make shots. That's a really funny thing to say to someone who has the most playoff points ever and the most regular season points ever. But if that doesn't do it for you, I have some awesome stats. So what do you guys would think is the most under pressure you can be in the NBA? It's obviously in a game 7, right?
Right.
The elimination game, the tied game 7, man. Here's some stats from LeBron, Kobe, and MJ in game 7s. Let's start with MJ. 33.7 points per game. Unbelievable. 7.7 rebounds, 7 assists, a steal, and a block in 3 game 7s. That's unbelievable. Let's go to Kobe, who he named Tim Hardaway Sr. made sure to name over LeBron as the guy who can make shots. Kobe in 6 game 7s, 22.2 points per game, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, 1.3 blocks. It's not great.
Yeah, I know.
So that's under his career average. His career average is 25 points per game. That's not great. Here's LeBron James in game 7s, 8 of them. 34.9 points per game, 9.9 rebounds per game, 5.6 assists per game, 1.8 steals, and a block.
Yep.
So you're telling me that a guy who's averaging 35 points per game in the most pressure you can be in basketball in a game 7 can't score. I have to make sure he can't make shots. That's what he said. He can't make shots. Okay. We're gonna go on a trip here. Let's go to the 2013 NBA Finals. Okay, we're gonna go to Game 6. Everyone knows what happens in Game 6 of the Finals, right?
Right.
We all know what happened. Ray Allen happened. Ray Allen hit a shot that put forced the overtime. So those of you who have never actually watched basketball in your life, do you guys know who made the shot to cut it to 3 in that game?
LeBron.
I do. It was LeBron. Do you guys know who actually hit the game-sealing mid-range jump shot in the overtime?
LeBron.
Yeah. Trey knows. Trey's watched. It was LeBron James. Okay, so there's a couple times he hit some shots, sure. So let's go to 2013 Finals Game 7. Let's go to Game 7. You know who hit a lot of shots in this game?
LeBron.
Can I guess?
You can guess. Yeah, LeBron. So LeBron goes for 37 points, 12 rebounds on Kawhi Leonard, the LeBron stopper, by the way. 5 of 10 from 3. Completely shut the Spurs out in the fourth quarter. Man, seems like he's pretty good at making shots there. So let's just go to something else. Let's go to the most popular one. 2012 Eastern Conference Semifinals Game 6. Let's set the stage. So for those of you who don't know, LeBron James, he just he fell to the Mavs in 2011. They're down 3-2 heading into the TD Garden, playing in the nastiest home court advantage in the NBA, and they're down. What does LeBron do? Anyone want to guess? He hit a lot of shots.
Yeah.
He goes for 45, 15, and 5, 30 in the first half, ends that game, goes on to win the series, goes on to win his first ring. You know how many points D Wade had in that game? He had 17 on 17 shots.
Yeah.
The third highest scoring On that game, Mario Chalmers, 9 points. So in a game that LeBron had to have or he loses, in a game that LeBron has to have or his legacy's over, he made a lot of shots. That's really interesting. Oh, I have more. Don't worry. Let's go to the Eastern Conference semifinals, Eastern Conference Finals 2018. Let's go to Game 6. So this guy says, Tim Hardaway, he said he couldn't go to himself. He had to go to Kyrie Irving. Okay, so let's see how he did in 2018 versus the Celtics when Kyrie Irving wasn't on his team. Okay, let's see here. Game 6. Do you guys know who his second best player was in 2018?
No, Jim, I don't even know, man.
It's hard. Was it old battered Kevin Love? Was
I know that.
Was it J.R. Smith? Was it Tristan? Was it Khloe Kardashian's boyfriend? Was it George Hill? I don't know. All I know is Kyrie wasn't there. So let's see how he did. Oh, 46 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists. Wow. He made a lot of shots in that game. And he had to go to himself. He didn't have anybody else. Oh, that's interesting. Wow. So what did he? So that was Game 6. What did he do in Game 7? Let's see here. Let's pull up 2018 Eastern Conference Finals Game 7. These are all very important games, by the way, guys. So he didn't have anybody. His team scored 87 points. You want to know how many LeBron had? 35. He didn't really have anyone to go to. He scores 35 points in a closeout game. 35, 15, and 9 ends the Celtics at home. After being down 2-0, guess what? At that point, the Celtics were 37-0 in series they were up to. Then LeBron happened. But, maybe he can't make that many shots. I don't know. You guys thought I was done? No, I'm not done. I'm not done. So let's go to 2016 finals. We all know what happened in these finals. Let's go to Game 5. The Warriors are down. They're down. Okay, the Warriors are down. I'm sorry. The Cavs are down 3-1. Game 5. Yeah. Does anyone want to take a guess what LeBron did?
In Larry category, though.
He
made a lot of shots.
He made a lot of shots. So he goes for 41, 16, and 7. Kyrie also has 41. So yeah, Kyrie was fantastic in that game, obviously. Let's go to 2016 NBA Finals Game 6. Let's see what happened here. So in a game that they had to have or they lose, Kyrie Irving, guys, he goes for 7 of 18, scores 23 points. Kyrie didn't have it that night. So he didn't have Kyrie. Does anyone want to take a guess what LeBron did?
Made a lot of shots.
Yeah, so he goes for 41, 8 rebounds and 11 assists in a game that he has to have, and Kyrie Irving wasn't playing well. So I can keep going. I'll end it there because I've already talked a long time about this. It's just ridiculous to me that these people, these old guys, are saying ridiculous stuff. Guys, LeBron James has 5 playoff buzzer beaters. You want to know how many Kobe and LeBron have combined? I'm sorry, Kobe and MJ have combined? 4. So LeBron has more playoff buzzer-beating game winners than Kobe and MJ. He's the best Game 7 player of all time. And Tim Hardaway Sr. tells me he can't make shots. Do you guys have any thoughts on that? I have another topic I'm going to go to, but I'll let you guys talk on that.
Yeah. LeBron's shot attempts were 19.5 attempts from the field, and that's much shots he took the game. And Jordan averaged 22 points per game. I get that. That's shots per game as well, focal percentage wise. But if LeBron averaged the most attempts like Jordan did, he'll be averaging 32 points per game. And by the way, LeBron's not a volume shooter, so Jordan is. But I think it's straight up blasphemous what Tim Hardaway Sr. said. Here's the deal. They can never give this guy credit at all.
No, it's ridiculous.
They can't. I'm tired of old heads on people who just don't care about LeBron. But I watch LeBron though, so everybody says, but y'all still bash him no matter what. Y'all want him to be this perfect guy. He wasn't supposed. People suspected him to be great coming out of high school. People loved him. People wanted him to succeed. The American dream. Coming from the nowhere, from Akron, Ohio, with no dad in his life, single mom, to be arguably the greatest player of all time. That's his career. Bob Costas, on an interview on ESPN, he literally asked this guy, if your career doesn't succeed, would you be a bust in the NBA? So right away at 18 years old, this dude had to like be the GOAT or he'll be a bust. And I'm gonna address Skip Bayless for example. Skip. So I sent a picture to Jaden today. Nick, I don't know if you saw about Skip. Skip literally said it looked like exposed LeBron in LA. And Skip Bayless, if you ever watch this one day, I want you on the podcast because we want to cook you, bro, in the debate. And we might have to end your sportscasting career for good. You partner your stay retired and never go on TV ever again. But Skip, I'm tired of you bashing, not giving this guy credit, man. I'm tired of it. Since on Cold Pizza to Undisputed, your show died because of the way you are. Now I'm gonna be real. You can never give this guy credit. The stats say he's the best player in the clutch overall. I looked it up on StatHead Basketball. You can look this up too. If you have a computer, we'll make an account. It's $9 a month for basketball reference stats overall. LeBron James has the most clutch points ever in NBA history. Behind him is Kobe, then Kevin Durant, then Ray Allen. He has the most clutch shots, buzzer beaters in the playoffs, most ever in NBA history. LeBron James in the clutch. Figure it out real quick. LeBron James in the clutch. What the world? Sorry, guys. Freaking Google, bro. It's crashing out. LeBron James in the clutch has averaged more. His 48% from the field. Jordan's 19%. Kobe's 14% in the clutch.
Yeah, LeBron's also taking the most shots too, by the way.
Yeah, taking more shots too.
It's
But I'm like,
it's ridiculous.
Tim Hardaway's here, man.
Dude, that made me so mad. That makes me so mad.
But yeah, that's all I gotta say about that.
I didn't even talk about the 25 straight against the Pistons because
that too.
I saw someone say that's the only game LeBron fans can use to deny that take that LeBron can't make shots. So I purposely put that one aside because I didn't want to. I don't even have to talk about that one to show how fantastic LeBron is when his team needs him to score. It's just, yeah.
Even 45, 15, and 5 in 2012.
I gave you like 8 games in a row. I gave you 8 games and I have more. I just wanted, yeah. Jaden,
how about 2018 Game 7? How about 2020 NBA Finals?
2020 Eastern Conference or Western Conference Finals.
Yeah. How about 2016 Eastern Conference Finals against the Pistons?
How about literally every game in the 2015 Finals when he had nobody? Yeah, see, I could keep going. We could do this all day. Yeah. Jaden, what do you think about this ridiculousness?
I think it's ridiculous. But I said it last time. LeBron could do, the most, non-violent thing. He could do, the most like the perfect thing, if you want to call it that. He could do the perfect thing, and people would, find something to hate about it.
But in Akron, Ohio, he still gets hate.
Yeah, I mean, they always find something wrong with LeBron. Even if there's nothing wrong.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, but to put Kobe over LeBron is kind of crazy.
Here's the deal. I
I'm
was
about to talk
that
about that
way.
too.
I used to be that way. Like
He
as
used to
Nick,
be that way. He did.
I had Kobe Bryant top 2 behind Jordan. But I
Mhm.
thought, but I'm like, you know what? I'm a big Kobe Bryant fan. I love Kobe Bryant. In my opinion, he's my
Look, look to his left. He's got
He's
a
right
picture
here.
of Kobe right there.
Look at his shirt. Kobe Bryant and Jordan. Literally. I have a book of him too from that he wrote before he died. I have his jersey. I can go bring out the closet right now if you want me to. Here's the deal.
We believe you. We believe
Here's
you.
the deal, okay? I'm a big Kobe Bryant fan. I love Kobe Bryant. My favorite player of all time growing up was Kobe Bryant. He's the first person I ever saw play basketball. And
There's a picture of you as like a 5-year-old in a Kobe jersey. Like you got like this, you like holding Kobe shoes.
For real.
Like
For real.
Yeah.
I'm literally a big Kobe Bryant fan. When he retired, I cried. When he tore his Achilles, I knew it was over for him. I cried that day too. I watched his fourth and fifth ring live in person as a kid. I love Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant's not better than LeBron James. He's not. He's not. If you know against Kobe Bryant, LeBron versus Kobe, he's 16-6 versus Kobe Bryant. And Kobe Bryant had better teams. He had Pau Gasol. He had Derek Fisher. He had Ron Artest. Meta World, whatever you want to call him, Meta World Peace. Apparently, he's the guy that fought in the stands, and then the mouse arena. Literally, yeah, he's literally. I don't know. He can call him freaking Jesus. He's still Ron Artest though. But here's the deal, okay? Here's the deal. LeBron against Kobe Bryant, 25 points per game. Kobe Bryant, 24 points per game. Dominated him. And he has averaged more assists than Kobe Bryant against the game. Literally, LeBron owns Kobe, man. He's better than Kobe. Better than Kobe Bryant. So that's nice. I was the same way. I did my own research. I went back and watched more games. I'm like, why am I saying Kobe Bryant's better than this guy? This guy's like 6'9", 260, running over people. And he can play any position on the court. Well, he does fadeaways too. He can do fadeaways left and right. You can literally go on YouTube and look up LeBron fadeaways.
Dude, LeBron's ability to score without driving is so underrated, bro.
It's crazy.
I know.
It's so crazy, dude.
And not only that, well, he had a mama mentality, man. He's been in the gym 3 a.m. LeBron is he's not really trying hard in basketball games, dude. If LeBron doesn't have a killer instinct, why does he have 41,000 points?
Yeah.
Why doesn't he have 41,000 points? Why? How come he has 41,000 points then if he doesn't have a killer instinct? Look at 2012 Game 6 in the Eastern Conference Finals versus the Celtics. Look at his face. He was seeking here to kill you and to destroy you. People, but Kobe Bryant had it all the time. LeBron literally has 4 rings and 4 MVPs. Should be 5 MVPs, but you know what?
It should be 7. But we'll talk
but you know what? Look at Dylan Brooks. Oh, Dylan Brooks, Kobe Bryant would have tortured him and give him 50-50 a piece a night. You know what he did to Dylan Brooks in Memphis? The Memphis Grizzlies literally traded him to the Rockets because he couldn't stop LeBron. He had to trade him. He got traded. He got traded to the freaking Houston Rockets. So, but he's better than Kobe Bryant. If you think Kobe Bryant's top 2 better than LeBron, you don't know basketball.
I'm watching a LeBron fadeaway highlight compilation right now. His ability to score, his footwork, his post game, his prowess in scoring outside of driving is so underrated, and it's just so disrespectful. It's so disrespectful to the greatest of all time. Just type in LeBron doing whatever you wanted to watch him do highlights, and you'll see it. LeBron post highlights, LeBron isolation highlights, LeBron fadeaway highlights, LeBron 3-point highlights. Just do whatever. You'll find it. Okay, that leads me to this. Last thing. I promise. Gilbert Arenas, You thought you were going to get away with this, huh? Yeah, you really thought, buddy. So Gilbert Arenas says something that's very confusing. So he goes, on and off the court, LeBron is the all-time GOAT. Okay, so he said on the court, LeBron's the all-time GOAT. Then he goes to say, when it comes to when it comes to basketball, it's Jordan, Kobe, then LeBron. Okay.
Doesn't make any
So
sense.
he contradicted himself because he said on the court, LeBron's the GOAT. Then he says, but when it comes to basketball, it's LeBron, Kobe, it's Jordan, Kobe, then LeBron. What does that even mean? What is LeBron doing something else on the court? Does he not play basketball? Is he playing lacrosse? Is he playing cricket? Is he playing football? Like what are you talking about? So obviously he's, I'm not even going to say that. That's mean. He doesn't have the ability to say what he wants to say to, where it makes sense to us. But here's what I think he was trying to say. I think he was trying to say that, like, pure basketball, whatever you want to say, it's Jordan, Kobe, then LeBron, which still doesn't make any sense to me. What is pure basketball? Basketball is basketball, guys. If you're good at putting the ball in the hoop, you're good at basketball. If you're good at passing the ball, you're good at all of this. LeBron's the best scorer. He's a better scorer than Kobe. You can argue with Jordan, but he's a better scorer. Well, you can't prove that. Actually, I can. I saw a video. So everyone says, well, Jordan averaged 30 points per game. Okay, so if LeBron James took as many points per game as Jordan did, he would average 32 points per game. You can go look it up. It's Jimmy High Roller. I know you don't want to debate with Jimmy High Roller. Go look it up. So there's that. He's always been a pass-first guy. So he's a better passer than both of them. He's a better rebounder than both of them. He's a better versatile defender than all of them, meaning he can guard 1 through 5. He can. I think in his prime, he was better on ball than both of them. In Miami LeBron, you 1v1 guarding you, he was shutting down Derrick Rose, and then the next possession, or in the next series, he's guarding Tim Duncan. What? Are we serious? Like that guy. So Gilbert Arenas is stupid because that doesn't even make sense. But man, I really didn't want to do this when I have to do it. I'm sorry, Kobe, because I really, really like Kobe. I just can't stand these people that just constantly. And Trey's the biggest Kobe fan that you'll meet. There's pictures of him as a literal child wearing full Kobe gear. He literally cried when he retired. It took him. He's still not over his death. Like, Trey is the biggest Kobe fan ever, and he'll tell you LeBron's better. But I have to do this. So here we go. We're gonna go stats head to head. So like Trey said, LeBron is 16-6, but this is their overall stats. So LeBron's averaging 27 points per game for his career. Kobe 25. Rebounds, LeBron 7.5, Kobe 5.2. Assists, LeBron 7.4, Kobe 4.7. Steals, LeBron 1.5, Kobe 1.4. Blocks, LeBron 0.7, Kobe 0.5. Field goal percentage, LeBron 50, Kobe 44. 3-point percentage, LeBron 35, Kobe 33. Free throw percentage, Kobe got it 83 to LeBron 73. Effective field goal percentage, that includes all your field goal percentage. LeBron 54, Kobe 48. BPM 8.6. In VORP, I don't even know what VORP means. I'm not even going to say it because I don't even know what it is. I don't know what VORP is. LeBron's better statistically. LeBron is better when you actually watch with your eyeballs. LeBron's better than Jordan. LeBron's better than Kobe. LeBron's better than Kareem. If you can argue Jordan, he's the only one I'll give you an argument to. But to say he's the best on the court, then proceed to say he's not the best at basketball doesn't make any sense to me. It makes no sense. I don't get it. Do you all understand what he's trying to say? I don't get it. I don't know. I'm just sick of the disrespect. If you don't like the guy because of what this or that, okay, whatever. we can't sit here and lie about his ability to play basketball.
Yeah.
We can't. We can't. He's arguably the best passer ever. Trey stands firm that he's the best passer ever. He's a fantastic rebounder. He's at his when he tries on defense and in his athletic prime, he was incredible on defense. He's robbed of a Defensive Player of the Year because the NBA wants to protect their golden boy, Michael Jordan. So they made sure LeBron didn't get it because the guy who won it was on second team all defense. Don't even get me started on that nonsense. This guy's ability to score at every level. He's added a deep 3-point shot to his game right now as a 40-year-old. He added the mid-range game in his Heat years after the Spurs were daring him to shoot, and then in Cleveland he refined it. He always has been great in the post. He's the best driver of the basketball ever. He's the best 3-level scorer in every way, like three to the goal. So in a single year, he had a better near the basket, which is 3 feet and in percentage, than Shaq. He had a better mid-range percentage than Jordan, and he had a better 3-point percentage than Curry.
So he also had the better mid-range percentage than Kevin Durant too.
Yeah, mid-range than Kevin Durant. That guy is disrespected and called not a true scorer, not a true hooper. I'm sick of it, bro. It's nonsense.
Okay, so I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do it with Kareem too, because
Trey hates Kareem, bro.
Here's why. Because people are making me hate him. I think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is a great person. Here's the deal. I'm gonna do stats now with Kareem versus LeBron. LeBron clears him in points, 27 points per game, and then he also clears him in assists per game, steals per game, blocks are about the same, 3-point percentage, field goal percentage, free throw percentage too, even efficiency, and then and he also clears him in first team all NBA, all NBA total times 20 times. And here's a funny start for you, for Korean people having top 3 and top as a GOAT overall. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's finals run, he has 2 finals MVPs in his career. LeBron has 4. So LeBron James has been a best player, and Kareem's played more games than LeBron. Oh, technology though, man, with the training and stuff like that. That ain't my fault. Kareem has more games though. He played at 38, 40 years old too. And not only that, LeBron's 51 points per game, 51 games away, passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and literally games overall. So in that finals run, Kareem and Magic was the best player in the team. He led every category. I looked it up just now. Look it up on StatHead again. Look at Basketball Reference. Look at Stat Moves. Whatever you want to use. LeBron and Magic, in my opinion, clear Kareem. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar wasn't in the best player in the 80s run except for like 1. And after that was Magic Johnson's team. So Kareem fans out there, sorry to break the news to you. LeBron clears them in every stat category except for rebounds and games, and also MVPs. That's about it. Other than that, LeBron clears them head to head. So sorry to break the news to y'all guys, to your old heads up there, and our Kareem lovers and world champion lovers and what do you want to call them. But sorry to break the news to y'all. LeBron, Kareem's not better than LeBron either. LeBron clears Kareem by far. And it's a 2-man conversation with Jordan and LeBron, but here's the deal. LeBron James, he's the GOAT. I mean, it's a tie still, but
Dude, why are you doing this?
He's a true GOAT. But here's the deal.
Literally said it.
LeBron clears Kareem. He clears Kobe Bryant. Clears Larry Bird. He clears Kevin Durant. He clears Steph Curry. Curry fans, I started not to like y'all no more because y'all made me hate Curry.
A specific Curry fan really got to Trey. A specific one.
Because I can't, dude. Like, I just can't. Like, you can never give LeBron credit. You can never do. Without Kevin Durant, we all win. LeBron's repeating.
LeBron's 3. He has 6, and this whole argument's over. But
it would have been over a long time ago if he would have repeated.
but KD just had to ruin everything. But it's fine. Yeah, so that's it. I'm done. Jaden, do you want to add anything, or do you think I did enough damage to the old heads?
I think you did enough damage.
Yeah, I'm still.
I think you could do more, but
I could do more, but I'm going to end it here. I'm watching highlights of LeBron hitting fadeaways. It's 9 straight minutes of LeBron hitting fadeaways. It was from 2 years ago, so there's obviously a lot more. And half of these are second stint Cavs and Lakers. I mean, there's tons of other ones, so it's just But
knowing that, one big y'all might even said that LeBron is the most disrespectful player in the NBA right now.
He did. I have massive respect for. He said he's the most underrated player. Absolutely, he is.
He's true. It's so true. And he's not. It's true because no one gives him credit no matter what.
No. And I blame Skip Bayless for making that okay. He built his career on hating LeBron, and now everyone thinks it's fine because he did it. You don't see anyone hating on Kobe like this. You don't see anyone hating on MJ like this. You don't see anyone hating on Kareem other than Trey like this. You don't see anyone hating on Larry Bird. It's specifically LeBron James because Skip Bayless made everyone comfortable and made everyone think it was okay. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But anyways, I'm done.
Real quick.
Trey's not done.
I'm gonna do Larry Bird next because I'm gonna make people.
Larry Bird. Nobody thinks Larry Bird's better than LeBron.
No, I know. A few people think that. I know.
You know, they all are collecting Social Security, and they think Larry Bird's better than LeBron. They're like 60 plus.
Yeah, I know.
So, we all know.
We're gonna go there. No, I'm not gonna go there then.
If you genuinely, non-trollingly think Larry Bird's better than LeBron, I want you to send me an essay on why you think so. I would love to see that. No, but
no, don't just say, the game's tougher back then, physical, and it's not physical at all. Go watch basketball. Literally. So you're telling me punching people and kicking people is physical basketball? The whole four Pistons they dominated the Pistons and the Bad Boys. They would have dominated them. They would have
LeBron dropping 40 on the Bad Boy Pistons.
Kyrie Irving is going to cook Isaiah Thomas and Steph Curry.
They would think Kyrie Irving's like deploying witchcraft. I just remembered. I'm so sorry we're not done. Kenny Smith thought he was going to get away with this, but I remembered. He said Kyrie Irving, he has great handles. They're not the best ever. He goes on to say everyone back in his day could dribble like that.
Who did?
Kenny Smith said this. He said we all did. He said all of us had that in our bag. We were all capable of doing that. That's literally a lie. That's a lie. Because I saw Michael Jordan go right hand behind his back, catch it with his right hand again. And the announcers were acting like they just saw a comet for the first time flying through the sky. That was ridiculous. That's a lie. Why does old heads in basketball love to lie? Nobody back then had that kind of handle. Kyrie Irving, you would burn him at the stake because you're thinking he was deploying dark, evil magic with the way he was dribbling the ball.
Okay.
So,
Kenny Smith, I love you, man. I love your show. Sir, I'm going to have your book. You're a great guy. I love your personality on TV. But, for you to say, I watched the clip too. It was on All the Smoke podcast with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson.
Dude, that podcast needs to go. Every dumb thing I hear is from that podcast, bro. It's got to go. It's got to go.
That and Skip Bayless called podcast has to go overall. Skip is retired, dude. But here's the deal. Tell me one player that did that, what Kyrie's doing right now back then. Do y'all know anybody that has done that back then? No. Maybe in NBA 2K, but let's say NBA 2K, this is real life. This is real life basketball. Kyrie Irving, I'm sorry, he's cooking everybody in the 90s. He's gonna cook. He's cooking Magic. He's cooking Tristan. I mean, probably only one you probably think about. I don't know anybody else doing that in the 90s. Though I don't know anybody else doing that in the 90s.
No, well, Kenny said everyone could do that, which is just absolutely absurd. So yeah,
there's no one can do that.
Was he remembering like dreams or something? Like he had a
I don't know,
dream
man.
that he was doing that, because that's the only place that was happening. That was the only
He's
place.
probably playing NBA 2K. So look, we can do this too in the 90s. We could have done this. We were doing this in the 90s.
Kenny, your games are on the internet. We can go watch you. You did not have a bag. So anyways, that's it. I'm done. I'm gonna finish it before I remember anything about old heads making me mad. But that's just I had to do it. Sorry. I know I will never apologize for defending
How about this
LeBron.
one? I got this to you.
Another one. We gotta finish.
I gotta ask you, Nick. People say LeBron is just stat padding. What your thoughts on that?
Stat padding?
Yeah.
Because of what? Like, because he's playing a long time?
Yeah. What's your thoughts?
So everybody else, okay. So here's what people are praised for: desire and drive to play the game, a love for the game, taking the game seriously, working out, Kobe waking up early, MJ having a breakfast club with the Olympics, all that all gets praised. When LeBron is so dedicated to his craft in the game that he's able to play for this long without burnout, because MJ got burnout, by the way, he retired 2 different times. It gets punished and he's stat padding. If he was like shamelessly stat padding, as in he's obviously not an effective player anymore, but he plays 10 minutes a night and just chucks up a lot of shots, you'd have an argument. Guys, he's on like a title contending team.
Yeah.
He's just playing basketball. Only LeBron could get punished for playing basketball. He's the only guy in the NBA who can play basketball and people will get mad at him.
I blame Skip Bayless for this, man.
I blame Skip, Bayless, and Curry fans and Kevin Durant. I blame them. It's all their fault. Specifically Skip Bayless. It's your fault, buddy. You'll never see.
Imagine you on TV right now, man. I would have cried.
Yeah, well, I'm glad he's not. But anyways, I think we're done. Old heads, just go watch old 90s games. I'm done with you. I'm done with you guys saying nonsense. For those old heads who actually watch the game today and know and understand the game, I respect you. For all the ones that literally say nonsense and lie every single day on the internet, you should be banned from being anywhere near a microphone. So, anyways, guys, that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for sitting through my anger and frustration with NBA media. You never see this in the NFL, by the way. Oh,
you actually have Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, but like that's not. I'm talking about like.
No, I'm gonna dress up quick. I gotta dress.
Whoa!
Tom Brady. I gotta do Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. What are we talking? We already talked about Tom Brady.
Oh my.
So James is. So I heard his argument about the Buccaneers defense in the 2021 Super Bowl. Here's the deal. Same defense last year. The year part of that, they had James Wilson, who's a preacher basically on TV and just like thinks he's a pastor for some reason on his motivation. This guy threw 50 touchdowns in his career, basically. I'm add it up because he's just a not accurate passer at all. You're telling me a guy, James Wilson, I don't know how to say his name. I don't even know how to say this guy's name no more because
Jameis Winston.
Yeah, Jameis Wilson. I don't even know his name because he's
he still said it wrong.
He's an interception king. So you're telling me that guy can take that team to Super Bowl? No, I don't think so.
Okay, nobody thinks. I know who thinks that. You literally should never talk about football anymore. I'm sorry.
Dude, I'm sorry, dude. But here's the deal. Tom Brady that year had 45 touchdowns. He had 45 touchdowns that year at 43 with a torn MCL. Literally, a torn MCL on his leg. Well, that's all I gotta say.
Okay.
All right, let's get out of here before Trey.
We're gonna end it. We're gonna end it.
It's like he's just
his name is not Jameis Wilson. Jameis Winston.
Okay, but he's
Winston.
I'm gonna call him that. He's the interception king. That's why I call him.
Okay, interception king. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for sitting through this. Just remember to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things that'll help us out. Hit the bell to be notified when we post. This episode will hopefully be out tomorrow so we're recording the 24th, should be out the 25th, and if not, it'll be out the 26th. So thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Trey, hit the end button now, fast. Do it now.
Please.
Okay, see you guys. Appreciate it.